Yeah, okay. Nice to see you guys. So yeah, guys, today we're going to continue with the tutorial. What we're going to do today is we're going to make a particle for a bullet, okay? And we're going to make the code necessary for the character to shoot it, okay? And then we're going to have an enemy that is going to decrease health every time that it receives a bullet, okay? Yeah, let's start over here with the bullet. So we have all these stuff that we opened last time. We're going to close it. Okay. Yes, okay. So we're going to start, guys, by making a new rigid body. Okay. So we may click over here on other node. Yes, and we have to search for rigid body 3D. Okay. So for example, guys, with both with the player and the platform, we work with kinematic bodies or character bodies. These are going to be yeah, like the name says over here. These are bodies that only move when you apply an input or when you there's an internal force that moves them. But in this case, this is the rigid body is different because it's going to move according to the laws of physics, okay, by gravity, by other bodies colliding with them, stuff like that, okay. So this is going to be a bullet. It's going to collide with other objects and it's going to be thrown by the player. So like with any other body, guys, we have the warning over here that we don't have a shape or a collider. So for that, guys, we're going to click over here and click on collision shape 3D. Yes, and make a new sphere shape. Okay. Yes, we're going to give it a size of 1 on the radius, so it's a little bigger. Yes, and we're going to instead of a mesh, we're going to add a particle. Okay, so we are going to use what we saw last time for this tutorial. So we add a GPU particles over here, and we add a drop pass. This is going to be aqua. Press the material. Okay. So for these guys, we are going to choose one of the textures that we saw last time. Okay, sorry guys, I clicked wrong over here. Okay, we click quick load. Yes, and yes, we have different options. Let me open over here the Explorer so we can see it. Okay. Let me check over here. Yeah, okay. So let's say that we want to make like an energy blast. Okay. So for these guys, we can choose star 09 or yes, star 09 because the other one is oval. We're gonna make like something like for like they do in Mega Man Legends or Mega Man games, that it's a beam of energy that is shot. So we're going to choose one of these two. Okay, so let's go back to Godot. So this one was star 9. Okay, so we got it over here. Yes, and we do all the adjustments that we did last time. So we have transparency. This one is alpha. This one is additive because it's energy, so it's light. We can add unshaded. No, okay, we want shaded because we want an emission layer. This is albedo. Yes, we add emission. Yeah, so let's say we want to make a texture like Mega Man Buster. So it's going to be blue. So we have to choose a blue color for the emission. Okay, so we choose as color and we increase the energy. Okay, yes, then this one is also important. We have to choose billboard for particles and keep scale. So it's always looking at the front. Okay, so that is all for the drop passes. Now we're going to work on the particles material. So we don't need gravity. Okay, and it's also it's only going to be one particle because it's only one bullet. Okay, and we want to go to angle. Yes, let me see if this works with the curved texture. Yes, we want this particle to rotate as it moves as a bullet. Let me see if this works, or okay, no, this is not working. Maybe I have to do this over here. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we need to increase the maximum angle so that we can have a threshold for this to rotate. Yes, and we're going to decrease the values, the minimum and maximum values. Let's go to -10. Let's go to 10. Okay, that's too much. This one. Okay, why is it like that? Let's go back to 10 to bring it down. 1. Okay, we want it a little bit less. Yeah, okay. So we could give it more rotation. A little bit more. Okay, so when it flies, it goes yes, it rotates like this over here. Yes, also we want it to start small and then become bigger. So we are going to give a scale of 1. This is okay, but we need a curve. Okay. Yeah, we could also make an effect where it fades out. Yeah, something like this over here. Yes, and we can also play with the fading of the color. Okay, so we make this white, then we drop the alpha. We drag this one to the middle, which is the total opacity, and we go back to transparent. Yes, okay. So so yeah, guys. In this case, we have more or less the shape of a bullet. But if we see over here, we have our collision shape, and it's much bigger. So we need to make this also bigger. So we can go to drop passes. 2 and 2. We can put 3. So it's a size. Yeah, okay. We can also make it oval, like Mega Man's Buster shot. We'll make this 4. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think this is all right, just for the example. Okay. So now, guys, we have to go back to this rigid body, okay, and we have to change some settings. So we're going to go to collision, and if we remember, guys, we have collision layers and collision mask. So layer is where the object is, and mask is the objects which this body is going to interact with. Yeah, so we want this to be on, let's say, number 4. Yes, and we want this to interact with the world, which is number 2. Yes, and let's add, for example, number 3, which are enemies. Okay, so this bullet is going to collide with the world, both the world and enemies. Okay. Okay. So also, guys, we want this particle to fade or to go away when certain time passes. So we're going to add a timer over here. Okay. Yes, and we're going to leave it like this. The time is going to be 1 second, and we want to click on auto start. Okay. Yes, now, guys, we're going to add a little strip to our bullet. We're going to change the name of this over here to bullet. Okay. Maybe do it like that. Okay. Yes, so now, guys, we're going to work with a thing that Godot has, which are signals. Okay. You can use signals for the nodes in your tree. Okay. So most of them are going to have signals like this one. So for example, we go to timer, node, then signals. Okay. So there's going to be this one that is called timeout. Okay. So whenever your timer runs out, this line of code is going to happen. So we go to bullet. I'll select right here. Yes. So this is going to control the main node of the bullet, which is this rigid body. Okay. So what we want to happen, guys, is that as soon as the timer goes off, the bullet goes away. Okay. So we're going to do, first we're going to select the children for I in the children. Okay. So it's going to get all the children of this rigid body. Okay. Yes, I dot q3. Okay. So I is like a variable. Okay. Yes, I is going to be any node that is on the tree. Yes. So for every node, yes, I dot q3. We're going to q3 every node that we have a children. Okay. Yes, and then we do the q3 for the rigid body itself. The reason why we do this to the children is that sometimes there's memory leaks if you don't erase all the resting nodes. And so this is one way to do it. Okay. So we're going to save this as, so over here, bullets. Bullet over here. Okay, so now, guys, we go back to our world, and yes, now we have to code. Yes, we have to code this mechanic of the bullet into the player. So, for example, guys, we need to code the idea that if we press the fire key, we need to spawn a bullet. Okay. So let's do that over here. So also, guys, we don't want to spawn infinite bullets at the same time. So we need to yes, we need to have a measure of what is the interval between spawning bullets. In this case, we're going to use animations. Okay. So for example, guys, in this animation, in this character over here, we have many animations. Yes, so for now, we're going to use this one over here that says idle fire. Okay. Okay, so if you see, guys, this character is shooting. Okay, this is meant to be used with a different mechanic where he's going to lift his finger first. Okay, he gets into the pose and then he fires. Okay, but for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to only use the firing animation. Okay, because the other form needs more code. Okay, we don't loop it or anything. We're just gonna have this as it is. So over here in the player, guys, we go. Yes, over here we add a new function. Pardon me, let's go over here. Yes, okay. We need to add the firing action over here. So we go to project settings, then input map, and we add this one over here. We're gonna call it fire. Okay. Yes, and we're going to add, for example, the DF key. Okay. So let's see over here. Okay, so we're going to do a new function, func input event. Okay, so for example, guys, if we let me check over here because I think there's a better way than using input. Okay. Into the Godot. Yeah, okay, it's in on our side. Yeah, so just give me a second over here, just to find you this information. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we are going to we can do this in input. That is all right. But yeah, let's do this in another form. Okay, because this is also this is better, for example, when you are if you're jumping, you are moving, running, etc. You want this to be registered in physics process. So each one option. You can also use input. That is also another option. But for now, let's do it like this. Okay, so we're going to do func firing mechanics. Okay, we add a pass. Okay, so what we want to do, guys, is that whenever we press the firing key, we're going to play the animation of firing. Okay, but what's going to happen, guys, is that if we yes, we can keep the key pressed and it's going to repeat infinitely the animation. We don't want that. Okay, so we're going to make a counter to limit how many times we make the animation. Okay, so let me check over here. Okay, so we need to add a condition, which is going to be if input dot is action pressed, okay, we can say fire. Okay, before we had a declare our variable for the animator. which is the animation player of the mesh. So we put animator.play idle fire. Okay. So for example, guys, let's test this over here that we have and see what happens. Okay, so we nothing happens over here. Oh yeah, so yeah, nothing happens, guys, because we are not calling this method. So we need to pass this to physics process. So yeah, that is why you can also use input. Okay. So let's see again. Yeah, okay. So we press the F key and he's moving. Okay. But something that is also happening, guys, is that let's do this over here. We're going to spawn the bullet into his finger whenever he animates. Okay, so we're going to go over here to player. Okay. Yes, okay, so we are going to close the model and we're going to go over here to mesh. Yes, and we're going to make editable children. Okay. So over here, guys, we're going to go to armature, then to skeleton 3D, and then body. Okay. So then we want to add a bone attachment. 3D. Okay. Okay, so we need to pass this over here as a child of the skeleton 3D. And we're going to call it muscle. Okay. Yes, and we're going to choose which bone of the model we want it to be parented to. So we're going to choose the he's choose with the left hand. So index.l2. Let me see if that's right. Yeah, okay. So if you see, guys, we have like a node attached to his finger. Okay. So whenever he plays the animation, okay, it's going to stay in position. Okay, so that's how we attach the place where the bullet is going to come from. Okay. So then let's say that it's not in the exact position where we want it to be. So we can add one of those empty nodes, not 3D. Yes, and we put it in the place where we want it, which is the very tip of the finger. So yeah, whenever we play the animation, it's going to stay in its place. Okay. So we're going to call it muscle point. Okay. Yes. So we need to go back to the script for the player, and we need to make a reference for this muscle point. So we control drag. Let me put this over here. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now, guys, we want to spawn a bullet every time the animation starts. The animation for firing. Okay. So for that, guys, we need to connect the animation player to the code. So we go over here to animation player, the one we opened as editable children. Yes, and we go to the signals of this node. Yes, and we want, normally for animations, we want two of these signals. One is going to be animation started, and the other one is going to be animation finished. So let's see, yeah, let's choose both. We double click on them. Yes, and we get a function for each of them. So let's just check over here. Okay, so I guess that the best point to add the bullet is at the start. So we're going to put the function over here. Okay. Okay, just give me a second over here. I need to move this over here. Yes, okay. So we need to, yes, we also need to make a reference for the bullet. Okay. So let's see over here. So for example, guys, if we want to make a reference to another node that we have in our game folder that is not in the scene, we do this over here. Oh yeah, we can drag and drop too. So we go to our bullets folder and we control drag and drop. No, pardon me. We have to do already. Ready bar bullet equals, and then drag and drop. Okay. So for example, guys, when we use preload, we are loading this bullet, okay, before the scene is ready. So this is a good method. So now, guys, we go over here. Yeah, so we connect to our signal where the animation is started, and we make a match statement. Match anim name. Okay. So for example, guys, we have this function over here that says when the animation that is started is this one, anim name. Okay, we have to match anim name. We're going to call it idle fire. Okay, we're going to make a test first. We're going to make print bullet. Okay, to see if it's working. So let's go back and test it. Okay, so if you see, guys, we are printing this over here, but you see it's printing it too many times. Yes, we don't want that. Okay. So yeah, we are going to spawn the bullet instead of this over here. So we want to say bar b equals bullet, as we declared before, dot instantiate. Okay, so this is going to make like a copy of the node that we are preloading. Yes, then we go over here and we say muscle point dot add child b. Okay, so to the point where we wanted the bullet to come from, we add a copy of the bullet. Okay. Yes, and also we want, okay, we don't have a target locking, so for now this is okay. So let's test this over here. Yeah, okay. So if you see, guys, we are creating infinite bullets. We don't want that, and also they are not they're not really shooting. So we need to add the property that makes them fly to the enemy. Okay, so we're going to do that. Okay, so to do this, guys, we need to make like a limiter. What this means is that you're going to add one to every time that this button is pressed. Okay, so we're going to add a variable over here that is called bar firing counter equals 0. Okay. Yes, okay. So we need to add, guys, the another condition over here. Just firing counter plus equals 1. Okay. So we're going to add 1 for every time that the how do you call it? Yes, we press the fire button. Okay, and only if counter equals 0, well, for me equals 1, animation play idle fire. Okay. So yeah, guys, if this works correctly, we should be firing only one time. So let's see over here. Okay. So yeah, guys, we fired only one time, and if we press the F key, we cannot fire again. That is okay. Yes. So now, guys, we need to reset this firing counter. Okay. So we go to animation player finished, and we put match anim name. I'll fire. Okay, in this case we add firing counter equals 0. Okay. So this way, guys, we could be pressing the F key indefinitely, but as soon as the animation finishes, it's going to reset to 0. Okay. So now guys, we are not, if you see, we are not spawning so many bullets. Okay, let me see why this stopped working. Okay, let's replay this again. Yeah, okay. So in these cases, we shouldn't, yes, we shouldn't apply this to the finishing animation, to the part where the animation finishes. We should add a timer better. Just because maybe we move and we don't let the animation finish, so that's not ideal. Okay, so we're going to add a timer over here. Okay, and we're going to do the same as we connect the timeout signal. Yes, and when this signal is done, or this timer is done, we're going to turn our firing counter to 0. And also, we want to start the timer. Okay. Okay, let me just put something over here. So yeah, guys, the animation lasts 0.4 seconds. So the timer needs to be 0.4 seconds too. Okay. And we put this over here. timer.start. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is not working well. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we need to wait until the timer stops to be able to fire again. Okay. Maybe we can make the timer a little bit less. So we can add 0.2. If you see, guys, he gets frozen in the animations. That is because there's no not really a state machine that tells the player what to do. So that's why it gets stuck. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now it's working more or less well. Yes. So now let's see. Yes, we need to add the property to the bullet where it flies away. Okay. So we go back over to bullet and we have to add a variable. Okay. So we add a variable that is called shoot, which is false. Bars b, okay, which is going to be 20. Yes, and another variable, which is going to be damage. Okay. Yes, so over here, guys, we have to add another stuff over here that it says set a stop level. Okay, is true. Okay, so what this does, guys, is that the transformations of, for example, let's say that the player is squished, or it moves to the right, moves to the left. This is not going to affect the bullet, so the bullet is going to become independent. Okay, so we need to do that. Okay, and as we want to go to physics process over here. Process delta. Yes, and we put over here if shoot. So yeah, if the variable shoot is true, we apply an impulse. Okay, that is going to be minus transform the basis z, transform the basis z times speed. Okay, so what this is going to do, guys, is that from the position that we are in, we should go in the opposite direction. Okay, so if it works well, it should go away instead of coming close to us. So let's test this over here. If it doesn't work as intended, we need to flip the negative sign. Okay, so let's over here. Yeah, okay, so we are not changing the condition of shoot, so we need to do that. So we go back to the player, and over here we click b does shoot is true. Yeah, okay, let me check what happened over here, because I think we're missing something. Yes, if not, maybe maybe the speed is too low, so maybe we have to increase it. Okay, so yeah, B should is true. That is odd. Yes, but let's see over here. Okay, sorry about that. Let's go back over here. Yeah, okay, so it's staying in place. That shouldn't be happening. Let's reset this over here. So maybe this should go before. Yeah, okay, so we are adding the child. That is okay, but we are not activating this over here. So it should. So our basis from resident speed. Speed is 20. Let's see if we increase this over here. Okay, so I think I know what's happening, guys. Maybe these particles is staying in the same point. So the only thing that we can see is a particle. So we need to add, yes, just for now, we need to add a mesh so that we can see that the bullet flying. Yes, and then we have to change an option in the particle. Okay, so we're going to add a mesh instance, and it's going to be a sphere. Okay, like that for now. Let's replay. Yes, okay, so it is moving. So the bullet is getting shot away, as you can see, but the particle is staying in the same place. So we need to take an option so that the particle can move as well as the bullet. Okay. So we go over here, the bullet, EPU particles, process material, no, permit drawing. Yes, and we click on this option that says local chords. So this should fit the issue. Yeah, okay. So now, guys, we can see that the particle is moving as well as with the mesh. Okay, that is good. Yeah, but also, guys, we have to change the properties of our rigid body because it has gravity. Okay, we don't want that. We don't want the bullet to fall to the floor like it's happening right now. Okay. Yes, and also, guys, if we rotate the player, it's going to different directions. Okay, so we want to indicate a direction for the bullet. So let's go over here. Yes, so we're going to do the same as we did with muzzle point. Yes, we're going to add another. It's over here. We're going to duplicate this over here. Yes, and we're going to call it aim direction. Okay, and we're going to pass this to the front. Okay. Yes, and over here we need to add yes, we need to declare this variable. So we make control drag and drop. Okay. So over here, guys, we have to put B, the copy of the bullet that we're making. We have to put look at. Let me just check this part over here. Yes, okay. Look at aim direction. Okay, so aim direction, guys, is going to be the node that we just added. Okay, and vector 3up. Okay, so that means that the yes, in an XYZ coordinate system, the up is going to be the y. Okay, so that is very odd. So let's over here. Now the direction should be fine. Okay. Look at everybody. Let's see why. Okay, cannot convert this object to vector tree. So yeah, that is true. Our aim direction is an empty node. So yeah, it's not a direction per se. So we need to transform it. So let's see over here. Yeah, okay, we can do it easily. So we can put over here global, yeah, global transform dot origin. Yeah, let me check out how that is done. So yeah, we can call the transform of this node. Just let me check if it's alright like that. Yeah, okay, that is alright. Global start transform. Okay. Yeah, so now we have a direction, proper direction where to look at. Okay. So yeah, guys, now if you see, we are aiming to the front. Yes, because we have a direction where to shoot at. Yes, and now we can get rid of this mesh. We don't need it. If we replay, it should be like that again. Yes, so yeah, guys, we have the bullet working. Okay. So with these guys, with this method over here, you can adjust the animation speed and change the attack speed, or you can change the properties of the bullet and make more damage. Okay. So now, guys, we want to make an enemy that we can shoot at. Okay, so we add a new scene. It's going to be a character body. Okay, and we add a collision shape. Yes, this one is going to be like a capsule. Okay. Yes, and we add a mesh instance so we can see it. Okay, of the same size. Yes, and we're going to go to collision. Yes, and this is going to be on layer 3. Yes, it interacts with the player and the world. Okay, so we're going to save this as enemy. Okay, so you can import a model. Okay, just like we did with the player. For example, if you have your enemy model, if it's a robot, if it's an enemy bird, whatever it is, and it has animations, you can do just the same as we did with the player. Okay, we just have to replace the mesh. So over here, guys, I recommend you that you make another layer with an 3D that is going to be called enemies. Okay, so from this node, guys, you can attach a script where you indicate, for example, the location of the player. If you want the enemies to chase the player, so that way you don't have every enemy calculating the direction. Okay, and this node over here, this layer is going to calculate for all the nodes that you have. Hey Sebi, nice to see you. Yes, it's okay. And yes, this is the Godot tutorial. Yes, we are making like a little Mega Man game. where we have a shooter. Yeah, so this is an example. Yeah, so we have the character shooting bullets. Yes, and we're going to add an enemy over here. That's okay. So yes, Abby, good luck with your homework. Yeah, so yeah, guys, we have these enemy layers, enemy layer, and we're going to add the enemy with it over here, drag and drop, and we move it to another location. Yes, I also think it's too small, so we're going to change it. Let's put a radius of 1, a height of 4. Here is 1, height of 4. Okay. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's based on yes, on Ghibli animation, running animations. Yeah, so it's yeah, the running cycle is pretty quirky. Yes, it's different. Yeah, okay, so we want uh we're going to make different things with this enemy. Let me also change the color just so that it's easier to see. Okay. Okay, so we're going to add, guys, we need to check well the layers of the enemy. So we can go back to enemy. And, okay, this enemy is on layer 3, which is for enemies. And it collides with the world and the player. So let's check over here. We should see that. Yes, okay, so that's not happening. We need to check why. So let's check the player over here. So yeah, we need to add a collision mask to the player too. So let's see over here if that's enough. Yeah, okay, so we are colliding with the enemy. Yes, you can also add, guys, for example, another layer, okay, that is going to be for the hitbox of the player. And whenever a body enters this hitbox, you can play the damage animation, you can reduce your health, you can do knockback, just anything like that, okay? Yes, in this case, we want to do something like that. We want to add a hitbox to the enemy. Yes, and whenever a bullet enters this hitbox, yes, the enemy is going to receive damage. Its health is going to reduce, and eventually it's going to despawn. Okay, so we want to do that. Okay, so we're going to add a script over here. I'm going to rename this to enemy. Yes, and also, guys, Godot 4 has a new node type that is called label 3D. Okay, so this is 3D text. So we're going to call this health. Put it over here. Yes, just for the sake of being able to see this, we're going to add over here health. Okay, and we're going to change this over here. New font file. Let me see over here. Now, okay, we're just going to increase the size of the font so we can see it. Add a little outline over here. 50. Yes, okay. So we also want to add a billboard, a flag over here. So yeah, it's always looking at us whenever we rotate the camera. Okay. So now, guys, we're going to add a script to this node. Yeah, okay, we don't want that. So this is the default script for kinematic bodies. So let me get rid of this one. Template empty, okay. That means over here. Yeah, okay. So we're going to add, guys, a reference to the label, to the health. Okay, and we want to have physics process. No, we can use process for this one. I think that's better. Okay, so get over here, health. Dot test. Yeah, this is code. It's not that difficult. Yes, equals. Okay, yeah, we need to add something over here. Make the variable. This is going to be health label. We cannot have two variables of the same name. Our health equals 50. Okay. Okay. So we got the variable for the health, which is a number, and we pass it to a string. That is what is this str is. I call that the string. So let's see if that works. Okay. Says this base int. Okay, yeah, because I didn't change this over here to label. Yes, okay. So yeah, I think yes, HTML is a bit more complex. Yeah, so it can be a little tricky. Yes, okay. So we have 50 at the top. So that means that we are registering the health. So what we want to do, guys, is we want to detect when a bullet enters the hitbox of the enemy. Oh yeah. Over here sometimes that happens. You have an error and you don't know what's causing it. But yeah, it takes just a little bit time to find it out. Okay, so we have this over here. Yes, okay. So now guys, we're going to add a hitbox to the enemy. Sorry about the dogs. Yes, so we want, guys, an array node, array 3D. We're going to call it hitbox. Yes, and we add a collision shape. Okay. So let's say that we want to add a bot shape over here. We want to make it 3 and 3. Maybe this one is 4. 2.5 is better. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit off from the shape, but that is so that we can detect the bullet. Okay, because we are using very simple shapes. 2.1. I think that's better. Okay, and now guys, we have to change the layers of the area. So we go to hitbox, then collision. So this is going to be on, let's say, layer 5. Okay, maybe you make a layer for all your hitboxes. Yes, and we want to detect layer 4, which is for the bullets. Okay. Yes, so now guys, we go to node, signals, and we want to connect this one that says body entered. Okay, so whenever, guys, anybody enters this area, something is going to happen. Okay, so what we want, guys, is that the health is going to be reduced by the damage of the bullet. So we're going to do this over here. Yes. Oh yes. Also, guys, we need to add this bullet to the group. So we go to the bullet, then groups. We add this over here. Bullets. Okay. So yeah, so that we are not detecting the world or anything that comes in contact with these hitbox. So we save over here, and then this one. Yes, we're going to add also the enemy to group enemies in case this doesn't work. Okay. So yeah, guys, we're going to have this line that says, for example, on hitbox body enter, when a body enters, and we have the body. Okay. So we're going to add if body dot is in group bullets, what we just did. Pass. Okay. Health minus equals body dot damage. Okay. So yeah, guys, this way we won't have an error message whenever something enters the hitbox, because I don't know, maybe we collide with the world, with the floor, and the floor doesn't have damage, so it's going to mark an error. So only if we are talking about bullets, we get this effect. Okay. So let's try this over here. Okay, so the bullet went flying away. Yeah, okay, so now it's working well. So yeah, if you see, guys, the health is reducing. Okay. So yeah, guys, what is happening with the bullet, the reason why it's flying away, it's because it's spawning a little bit behind the muzzle. So so yeah, it goes behind. It collides with the player. You shouldn't do that. Let me see if we can fix that. Yeah, okay, that is weird. Yeah, okay, but that is all right. Yes, what we see, guys, is that the health of the enemies is going down. So now it's minus 90. What we want to do now is that we want the enemy to despawn when it reaches health 0. Yes, we could add yes a defeat sound, an animation, yes, anything like that when the enemy is defeated. So let's do the code that does that. Oh, really, Sebi? Did you like that? Yeah. So I was I had the idea of making it like a movie. But yeah, my orientation was a lot into animation. Yeah. So I like to add more stuff like that. Yeah. So let's see over here. Yeah, this is a secret, but I would really like to help Duper and Botsy in their game. Yes, maybe with animations, but I'm not sure. I don't want to force it. It's okay, but if it happens, that would be really cool. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now, guys, we need to add a function where the enemy dies. So we're going to call it health depleted. Okay. So we're going to say, for example, if health just less than or equals 0. Okay. Yes, we want to select all children. Children. Okay. i.qfree and qfree. Yeah, I think they're gonna do a 3D game later. So yeah, I would really like to participate. Yes, I mean I'm not sure what I can help them really, but if it's animation, I would really like that because they already have a modeler which is Botsit. But yeah, I would like to see how I could help them. Okay. Yeah, okay. So now we have to check if the enemy disappears whenever it reaches 0 health. Okay, it doesn't. Yes, okay, Sebi. Have fun and good luck with your homework. Thank you for dropping by. It was nice to see you. Yes, okay. So the reason why it didn't disappear is because we are not calling this function. So we can call it in process. It should be physics process, but let's use process for now. Okay. Yes, okay. So now it disappeared. Yes, okay. So with that, guys, I think yes, we finished the tutorial. Okay. Um, so yeah, guys, this is going to be all for the Godot tutorial, and we are going to next week we're going to start with Blender animation. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to make animation like the ones I do for my models.